everyone, welcome back to my channel, Meals with Mac. Alright guys, so for tonight's meal, we're going to do a seafood jambalaya. That's right, a seafood jambalaya. We're going to use crab, I'm going to use shrimp, I'm even going to put a little catfish in it as well. Alright, and then we're going to stuff that right into a nice bell pepper. Okay, and we're going to make a nice little remoulade sauce, cream sauce to go over the top. Our cocktail on the end is going to be a frozen peach mango daiquiri. You guys excited? I know you are. Let's go. So here's everything that we're going to use for tonight's meal. Alright, so like I said, we're going to do a seafood stuffed jambalaya, a little bit different than your traditional jambalaya. Alright, so we're going to use some catfish that I have here. Alright, and these are catfish nuggets. I'm going to chop these up just a little bit more so that, you know, they work really well as we go to stuff them into the bell peppers. Alright, then I have some nice white lump crab meat here. Alright, and then we also have some nice shrimp, alright, as well. And of course, the star of the dish is our bell peppers. Alright, we're going to go through, I'm going to cut the tops off, core them out, and then they'll be ready to go inside for the stuffing. Alright. And then of course we work with our mirepoix here. So we have our celery, our bell peppers, some nice diced up bell peppers as well, and then some nice red onions that we're going to use inside the jambalaya. Alright, and then of course our liquid that we're going to use for making the rice is some nice chicken stock that I have here already. Alright, I got some nice stewed tomatoes, diced and stewed tomatoes. We're going to add that to the jambalaya. And then I have also some really good white long grain rice. Okay, alright, so that's everything we're going to use tonight pretty much for the dish. We're going to add a couple of other little things here and there just to kind of kick it up a notch, as they say. Alright, but this is what we're going to work with so far. Alright, let's get started on it. Alright guys, so welcome back. So we're going to go ahead and get started cutting out the tops of our bell peppers and prepping them so that they can go ahead and be ready to use for the stuffing, right? So the first thing we want to do, of course, we've already washed these, all right? So the first thing we're going to do is cut the tops off, all right? All right, and just like that. And then as you can see, you got your little membrane on the inside. All right, so these are real simple to take out. All right, you want to be careful with this. Again, you don't want to cut yourself in the hand or anything. You just want to give it a nice little twist like that. All right, and then you see you can get all the membrane and whatever little seeds is out, just like that. All right. Just want to be careful. And I looked up picking these out because these actually, usually when you do a stuffed bell pepper, you have to kind of you'll have to slice the bottom, make a nice little cut on the bottom so that it'll stand up right on its own. But as you see right there, I only have to cut the bottom of these. All five of them are really good. So don't have to cut those. So we're good with that. All right, just set this off to the side. All right, go ahead and do the other one. And again, it's just a nice little slit that you want to put on the top. All right, trim it down. And the leftover bell pepper, the topping, again, you can use that. All right, we don't want to waste anything. All right, so you can use that. And if you want to add it to your dish, whatever you're stuffing it with, that's good. All right, I already have some, so that's why I didn't cut up a whole one. I only did like a half of a bell pepper that I had already. I had a half of one that was still left. So the rest of these, the tops, I'm gonna take those and use those in the dish as well. All right. You just want to shake out any little leftover seeds or anything. All right. And bell peppers are not really traditionally hot pepper. They're really kind of sweet. All right. They may have some just a little bit of a kick to them. All right, but as far as like the spiciness, but again, bell peppers are really good and sweet. They're really sweet pepper, really mild pepper, so you don't have to worry about your dish being too hot. All right, that's my oven going off. So I apologize for that. So once we get these nice and get these cored out and everything, the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil, a little salt and pepper on them, and they're gonna go in my oven at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes. All right, because we want them nice and soft. The thing about a stuffed bell pepper, when you stuff it, you want it to still be really soft. It'll hold its shape for what you're putting into it. All right. Now I know some people, you know, when they do it, it's kind of mushy or something like that. You just want to give it that nice 15 minutes. Know that the ingredients that you're putting into your bell peppers are already cooked. All right, so you're not really cooking everything else that's going in it. Usually you want to most people, when they do a traditional stuffed bell pepper, they stuff it with like either a southwestern like a taco type meat or something like that, and they just top it with cheese. All right, and so you just want to put it in the oven long enough to melt the cheese. So when we get done with these, when we get done with ours, we're gonna top it with a really nice remoulade sauce. All right, we're not gonna add like a really cheese to it or anything like that. We're just gonna add a little sauce, kind of bring everything together, let that flavor get in it really good. So like I said, we're gonna put these down for 15 minutes, let them get really nice and soft, get them ready for the stuffing, and then we'll be good. All right, so we got our, as you can see, we got them nice and cored out, got the tops off. Look at that, looking really beautiful. All right, so these are ready to stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on them now. All right, and we just want to drizzle that on just like that. All right, there's nothing wrong with seasoning your bell peppers, guys. All right, a little olive oil. All right, and then we're gonna come with a little bit of sea salt as well. All right, we just want to sprinkle that on just like that. We're gonna season the insides. All right, and then that olive oil as it drizzled in. Notice how I got on the outside. We're gonna rub that down like that. A little oil on it. Just like that. Oh, that looks good. I love stuffed bell peppers. You know, this is one of my favorite dishes growing up. Again, a lot of my meals, and again, everybody, thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. But a lot of the dishes that I make or that I feature on my channel are things that my grandma made growing up. And in doing it, I want to add my little kick to it or add my little twist on it. All right. But usually she would do this with like, it was more like an Italian dish. She would make like like some ground beef and some marinara sauce and a little bit of cheese, some Parmesan cheese, and that's how we had it growing up. So I was like, you know, I want to make it a different little twist on it. And of course, when she would make it, you know, it would be the rice in it, and it's a very hearty, fulfilling meal. All right, filling meal. But what I want to do is just kind of take a step back for me, add my own little twist to it. Again, a really nice, simple meal for a good dinner, I'll say. All right, so there we go, guys. We got our bell peppers ready. All right, they're gonna go down in the oven for about 15 minutes at 350 degrees, get nice and soft, and then we'll be ready to stuff. All right, hang out, guys. All right, so we got the more spice, Tony Satchin's Creole seasoning in there as well. All right, oh, that's looking good. That's coming through really nice. All right, so now we're gonna follow behind that, and we just want to add a little heat to it. All right, we like a nice heat and flavor profile into it. All right, so we're gonna come with a cap of the Zatarain's crab boil. All right, that I like to use, Zatarain's crab boil. All right, and that's gonna add a nice heat and flavor profile to the dish. It's something I've kind of been playing with here recently, so I like how it's working out. All right, so the last thing we're gonna do, so what I'm gonna do at this time, I'm gonna go ahead and just shut it off. I'm gonna turn my heat off. My water's already up to boiling temperature. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add the rice. All right. Put that in. All right, and then we're just gonna cover this and let it come up to its temperature. All right, we just want to give it a nice little stir. Make sure everything, nothing really sticks. Just like that. All right. Where we want it to be. So you know what? Before we do that, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and add the crab. I'm gonna go ahead and add the crab and the catfish to this. Alright guys, so welcome back. So we've already added our rice to it. Alright, we added our rice to this dish. Alright, so now what we're gonna go ahead and do is add the catfish to it. Alright, and I went ahead and seasoned my catfish with some Old Bay seasoning as well. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and just drop those catfish nuggets in there like that. And I cut them up a little bit more because again, I want nice little pieces in every bite of this, all right, in this jambalaya. All right, so we're just gonna add those just like that. Just like that through the meal. Get all of those in like that. All right, we're gonna bring this back up to like a nice little simmering boil. All right, we're gonna cover it, let it cook down, and let all those flavors and everything come together. All right, so give this a nice little stir. Oh, that looks good. Looks really good. Shut the water off. There we go. All right, so we're just gonna cover this and let the magic happen. All right. All right, thanks guys. Meals went back. Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back. And again, I appreciate everyone who likes and subscribes to the channel. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our jambalaya and see where we're at. All right, we're about 10 minutes into the cook. Oh man, that is looking amazing. All right, let's give this a nice little stir. Oh, look at that, look at that catfish. Look at that rice. And again, we didn't make a roux with this, but the starch from the meal, from the rice, is helping it to thick up. And that's what we want, all right? Because like I said, I wanted to keep this a little bit on the lighter side, all right? But you can just look at that, and then just look at those nice stewed tomatoes, the celery, the bell peppers, the onions. I just love how this is coming together, guys. Love how this is coming together. This is going to be really, really good. All right, so we're just going to turn this down just a little bit more, and we're just going to let the heat that's already in the dish do the work. We're going to add the crab and the shrimp a little bit later. All right. All right, let's go ahead and get started on our shrimp sauce. All right, guys, welcome back. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and get started on our pontchartrain sauce, right? And so with it, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to add lemons to it. All right, so I got nice 5 lemons here. All right, so the first thing we want to do is just roll on these a little bit so that to get them nice and loose. All right, so as we put it through press juicer here, all right, the one I have here, as you squeeze onto it, it has a nice little serrated edges. But I like this portion here because it drops the seeds right into it, so I don't get juice right here in my seeds. All right, so I've given these all a nice little roll. They're nice and soft right now, so that's going to help with the juicing process. All right, so we're just going to slice these like this. All right, and then we're just going to give them a nice little twist on here. All right, and then we just let the juice fall to the bottom. And you will get a little bit of pulp. I don't mind that because again, we're gonna add this to the sauce, so it's gonna cook through and everything, so that's okay. All right, but again, if you want that fresh taste of lemon in your dishes, this is the best way to go about it, guys. I truly enjoy it. All right, so we're just gonna half these like this. All right, love that smell of the lemon. All right, and like I said, we're just gonna press them right here on our juicer. Pepper with a nice little twist. All right, it's a nice little workout. Nice little workout, get that lemon juice out. All right. All right, that one. All right, guys. So as I do this, we're gonna make this juice, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started on our pontchartrain sauce. All right, guys, hang out. All right, guys, welcome back. Again, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Again, we're doing a seafood jambalaya, stuffed bell pepper, all right? And right now, we're getting ready to move into making the cream sauce for it, all right? That we're gonna top right over the top of the bell peppers, all right? So the first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna come with half a stick of butter, all right? We're just gonna melt that down, all right, as you can see. All right, we just wanna melt this down. Get that going really good. All right, and this is a stick of salted butter, half a stick of salted butter. All right, and then we're gonna also add just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to this as well. All right. All right, we're gonna follow behind it, like I said, with the onions that we had earlier that we put in our jambalaya. All right, so we're just gonna add the rest of those onions into that. All right, we're gonna start to reduce and sweat these down really nice. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Oh man, that's looking good. And that's coming along nicely, right where we want it to be. All right. Really good. All right. So now we're gonna bring our heat up just a little bit because we're at a medium to high heat. All right. So we're gonna bring this up just a little bit, and I want it to get a really good saute as we make this sauce. All right. So we're gonna go up to a medium to high heat. Right in there. All right. We're gonna just melt that half stick of butter all the way down. Again, we add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to it as well. Now, if you really want to take this over the top, the sauce over the top, do a little bit of white wine with it as well. All right, and I will tell you the flavor that's gonna come off of that, a really nice white wine. Something I would like to use is maybe like say a Moscato with that. That would be great. Okay, so we got this going right where we want it. All right, so again, like I said earlier, we did some fresh squeezed lemons, right? So we're gonna add that lemon juice to it, right? So we're just gonna pour that right in, right there. Okay, so we got our lemons in, we got all of that, right? So then we're gonna come with our minced garlic. All right, so we're gonna do about like a little less than about a teaspoon, teaspoon and a half. All right, just like that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, and again, we're sauteing this up. Alright, and this is just a start for our sauce. And this is going to be a really nice, loose sauce. Alright, we don't want it too thick. Alright, but we're going to add some nice heavy cream to it. That's going to give it a nice body. And a nice flavor as well. Alright, so while that's going like that, oh, that's looking good. That's looking good, that's smelling good. Alright, so now we're going to come with our cream, our heavy cream. Alright, we're going to do about a little less than a cup. Alright, a little less than a cup, about half a cup of cream. Alright, and let's bring this up a little more. Now we're going to bring this up to high because I really want this to come all the way through in the sauce. Look at that. Oh man, that's looking really, really good. Oh, that's good. Because again, we're going to get that butter, that lemon flavor in there as well, along with the onion as it cooks through. All right, so we're gonna bring this up to high, right there. Oh man, that's looking good. All right, so while it's doing that, we're gonna go ahead and season this. All right, so we're gonna add some black pepper to it. All right, a little bit of onion powder as well. Looking good. All right, I'm gonna follow behind that with some sea salt. Okay, and then we're gonna add as well some more of that Tony Satchin's Creole seasoning. All right. And again, guys, this is what we're gonna use to top right on top of that. All right, so this is right where we want it, right? As you can see, it's starting to boil. That sauce is coming in nice right where we want it, so we can bring it back down now to a medium high heat. And now I can go ahead, I'm gonna add whole shell on, tail on shrimp, right? These are already pre-cooked, but we're gonna add this to it, and that's just gonna add a whole nother flavor profile to our dish, guys. We're just gonna add those in just like that. Again, shell on, tail on, all right? Because when we plate this, when we serve this, I'm a big fan of playing with your food, all right? So you can add this to your dish. You can add these to your dish. Now you can do tail off, you know, shell off, tail off, that's fine as well. But I wanna add these because what I wanna do, as my guests eat it or as you eat it, as I eat it, I like to suck on it just like, say, crawfish, all right? So that's why I do it like this. That's why I'm serving it like this, all right? That's where you want that to be at, just like that. All right, let me add a couple more to it. And we're gonna do these for about 2-3 minutes and let those go. 2 or 3 minutes. And again, they're already pre-cooked, all right? They're already pre-cooked, so we don't want to cook them too long in the sauce because they'll get tough, all right? So we just want to, that's why when you make this portion of the meal, you want to do this right at the end, right before you get ready to plate, all right? Or right before you stuff your bell peppers and put them into the oven, all right? Because we're going to use this sauce to drizzle over the top, all right? Right in there. Okay, guys. All right, guys, welcome back. So our jambalaya is right where we need it to be. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add our shrimp into it. Again, it's pre-cooked. All right, so it's not gonna stay in that long, or it's gonna cook that long, because we don't want it to get tough. We just want it to soak up some of that flavor. All right, so we're just gonna put that in, and then also we're gonna add this lump crab meat to it as well. All right, so we just want to crumble that in. Oh, that looks so amazing. Again, we're using white lump crab meat. Alright. So now we can cut the heat off, and we just want it to soak up the rest of those juices and flavors that's in our jambalaya. Alright. Let's go ahead and stir that in. That looks good. This is going to be amazing, guys. Again, we're using pre-cooked shrimp because, again, we don't want to overcook it or anything like that. We just want these good enough so that get warm enough to get that flavor in there. We already added the catfish to it, so it's already cooked through. It's got the catfish has soaked up all that flavor. All right, and the rice now has a whole lot of body to it. Has the flavor from the sauce. All right, so we can just cut this off, put the top back on, and just let it go to work. All right, ready to stuff. All right, guys, welcome back. So we've already roasted it. Our bell peppers got them nice and soft. All right, and we're done with our seafood jambalaya. Let's take a look at it. Oh my God, that is beautiful and amazing, guys. Beautiful and amazing. All right, so we're just gonna sit this off to the side. All right, so let's go ahead and get the stuffing. All right. And again, we did catfish, some crab, some shrimp. All right, so we're just gonna take these like this. All right, and then we're just gonna stuff them. Again, seafood stuffed jambalaya. All right, seafood jambalaya, stuffed bell peppers. All right. And again, we always, like I said, you want to roast your bell peppers prior to. Just so that you know, they're nice and soft when you get ready to plate and eat. All right, so that second time they're gonna go in, they're gonna add a nice. They're not gonna be really too tight on you. All right. Oh, man. I know a lot of people, they kind of like. I'm gonna tell you, these you really ain't got to be too pretty with. You know, we don't care about presentation too much. All right, you overfill it. It's a whole meal in itself. All right. We're just filling that up like that. Again, we got some good rice in there. And again, if you want to do a traditional jambalaya, you're more than welcome to. Always, my dishes are, it should be pretty much an adventure. What do you want to do? How you want to make it yours? All right. Oh man, that looks good. All right. Get this one. And like I said, I looked up on these. These pretty much stand up on their own by themselves. All right. And if you're, and the reason I chose like a seafood jambalaya, and I didn't do the roux or anything like that. I wanted to kind of almost do a healthier alternative to this. So, if you're trying to watch those carbs, despite the rice, we're cutting a lot of carbs with this, all right? Because like I said, we didn't do the roux as a real thickening agent for it, all right? Got some nice shrimp in there, got some crab in here, all right? Got some pieces of catfish as well. just stuffing these just like that. Jambalaya seafood stuff. Bell peppers. Alright guys. Alright, how we like that? How's that look? Alright. And of course, like I said, we made a nice pontchartrain sauce with it as well. Alright. So we're just gonna drizzle a little bit of that on. Alright. Into it. Before we put it back in the oven. Just want a little bit of that in there. Just a little bit. Oh yeah, just like that. We'll put a little bit in the pan. Alright, and these are gonna go down for another about a 5 or 10, 15 minutes on it. Alright. Just so that, again, those bell peppers get nice and soft, guys. Alright. There we go. Alright guys, welcome back. So we have our bell peppers, our stuffed bell peppers. They're in the oven, they're going down. Alright, so while that's going on, let's go ahead and get started on tonight's cocktail. Alright, and like I said, we're gonna do a mango peach daiquiri. Alright, and for the liquors that we're gonna use the Ciroc Summer Citrus. I've been hearing good things about it, so I just wanted to try it out, so I'm gonna add that to it. And then we're gonna float on the daiquiri, or within the daiquiri, some pure white Hennessy. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing, of course, we want to go ahead and get some ice into our blender. All right, so let's go ahead and get that ice in. Just like that. All right. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to come with about 1.5 ounces. Alright, so I have some coconut rum. Alright, Jamaican coconut rum. So we're going to do about 1 ounce, 1.5 ounces of that. Get that in there. Yep. Alright. And then we're going to, again, like I said, we're going to use the Ciroc Summer Citrus. Alright, so we're going to do about 2 ounces of that. Oh, that smells pretty good. Alright, a little bit more. Alright. And then we're going to go ahead and come with our daiquiri mix. And I'm using Master Mixers, alright. Daiquiri and a daiquiri mix. We're going to go ahead and put that in. Again, a nice mango flavor. This summery flavor, I guess. Alright, even though we're kind of close to spring here. Alright, get that down. Alright, let's go ahead and get us a nice blend. Alright, go ahead and get our glass. Alright, I got my little goblet here. I've already frozen that in my freezer. Alright, so like I said, we're going to float some nice pure white Hennessy on that as well, right? So we're going to put a little bit at the bottom. Alright, so we'll do about 1 ounce, 1.5 ounces right there on the bottom. Pour our frozen daiquiri mix out. Alright. And then we'll float a little bit more pure white Hennessy right on the top. We just want to float it on. Just like that. Just like that, guys. Alright. Alright. Then for a nice little garnish, we'll add our peach. Nice little peach wheel. go, guys. How we like it. Frozen mango daiquiri. Oh yeah, that's good. All right, everyone, welcome back. So again, we did a seafood jambalaya stuffed bell pepper. All right, and then we also did a shrimp pontchartrain sauce with it as well. All right, so let's get those shrimps out and look at those. Look how beautiful those are. All right, and these are really good. We soaked them in that sauce. All right, the same sauce that we topped over our bell peppers. And we just want to lay those out just like that. Just like that, and let's get a little bit of sauce on those as well. We're gonna put a little bit of sauce over the top of those. All right, and this is just, you know, some food you can play with, guys. All right, and pick those up, suck on them, get the shells off, and then go ahead and enjoy those shrimp. All right, and then to start tonight's dish is those seafood stuffed bell peppers. All right, so I want to try and get this out of here the best way I can. Just like that. We want to plate it just like that. Oh man, that looks so good. Alright. Think we can do two, guys? Let's do two. I think we can. Boom. Just like that. And look at that shrimp in there like that. Again, we stuffed it with a seafood jambalaya. Alright, we did catfish, we did crab meat, we did the shrimp. And then we topped it with a little bit of sauce, just like I'm getting ready to do again. Again, we just want to drizzle a little bit of that sauce right over the top. I'm trying to hold some of these shrimp off of it. Just like that, guys. Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, just like that. All right. Let's get a little parsley on that as well. All those look beautiful. So I add a little parsley. Just for presentation, guys. Oh man, that looks beautiful. Beautiful plates, guys, beautiful plates. And then of course, our cocktail for tonight, a frozen peach mango daiquiri. All right, guys. There we have it. Alright guys, so there we have it. Another beautiful meal tonight. Again, a seafood jambalaya, stuffed bell pepper. Again, we use crab, we use some shrimp, and then catfish as well. And then we also made a nice lemon herb garlic sauce for our shrimp over there. That's the same thing we topped our bell peppers with. And then of course our cocktail for tonight, the frozen peach daiquiri. Peach and mango daiquiri using Ciroc Summer Citrus. All right, again, thanks for liking and subscribing. Always another beautiful meal. Thank you guys so much. Meals with Mack. All right, guys. Hey, so here we are. This is the part of the meal that everybody enjoys. Part of the video everybody enjoys is when you're eating. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with, of course, the stuffed bell pepper. Smoking hot. Oh, that's good. Again, we did it with, it's a seafood jambalaya. My take on a seafood jambalaya. We use catfish, we use crab meat, we use shrimp. Still all the other traditional parts to it outside of the roux. All right, because I wanted to keep it kind of light. All right, but again, we roasted those bell peppers prior to. A good 15 minutes in the oven prior to stuffing them, and they come out really, really soft, so you can continue to eat those with the meal. So that's why I love bell peppers, stuffed bell peppers. And I got this idea from, you know, most traditional stuffed bell peppers. It's either like most people use like a taco type stuffing, or like a spaghetti type stuffing with some mozzarella cheese and things like that. So my take on it, I just wanted to do something kind of New Orleans type. All right, so I said, hey, let's do jambalaya. Not only just traditional jambalaya, let's make it seafood, all seafood. All right, so it's no andouille sausage or anything like that, but it's catfish. I got some lump crab meat in here, as well as some shrimp. And getting those seasonings. And I put a little bit of Zatarain's crab boil in there. I love the heat and the flavor profile that gives. Love it. And again, we topped it off with the lemon pepper, with the lemon cream sauce that we made. All right. Again, just some heavy cream, fresh squeezed lemons. All right. And salt, pepper, garlic, fresh minced garlic. All right, and then you just want to toss your shrimp in, and like I said, I did my shrimp. All right, so let's try these. Oh man. Oh yeah, love that flavor. And again, I just like to play with my food. Put that shell off. Again, just like eating crawfish, guys. Oh, that's good. That's good. And then, of course, our daiquiri for the night. I always do a cocktail at the end. We did a Syrah summer citrus, mango frozen daiquiri. Oh, that's good, guys. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much. Like and subscribe. Meals with Mack.